Okay, we're going down to the middle school rankings. Thanks for your patience. I don't know what happened to my presentation. It doesn't seem like it's working as well. Let me go back. Okay. There we go. The mouse, my remote mouse wasn't working. Okay, so our public middle school ranking is also, Carroll Middle School is also ranking #1. Number 2, we have another middle school in South Lake. That's ranking #2, George Downson Middle School. Capel is ranking #3 in middle schools. And then we have Frisco and South Lake again. So South Lake is Carroll Independent School is doing very good in the overall school rankings, as we can see. Elementary school, we're going to go over the top 5. So #1 is Carroll Elementary School. #2 is also in South Lake. #3, #4, the first 4 public elementary school are also in South Lake. #5 is Jack Johnson Elementary School. Sorry, it's Jenny Preston Elementary School in Allen. So we can see South Lake is doing super good in overall from elementary school, middle school to high school rankings. They are in the top 10 in last year's ranking as well, but it wasn't #1 as I recall, but they certainly have improved quite a bit. Bear in mind, we're going to take a look at what houses look like in South Lake in a little bit, but it is a much smaller city in terms of population and size. So it's a lot easier to control the, overall, the academic progress of the student. We are going to start with top 3 on the list. Frisco, we all know, is one of the fastest growing city, mid-sized city in the US for past 10 years. The population estimate is 202,000. Do you know that 40 years ago, there is only 5,000 people in Frisco? So it has, the population really have exploded because of the job growth and everything that's coming to our area. So the average price is almost 450,000. We have to take a look at, this is one of the house in Frisco that actually is part of the Frisco school, which is, one of the #2 ranking high schools in Frisco schools. So you can get for 450,000, this is an active listing. You can get a little bit less than 2,000 square foot, fairly new house, but this is actually a townhouse, as we can see, because it's in great school district and very new house in Frisco. This is what you can get, a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. If we go to a little bit, if the school is actually not because each city have at least 4 or 5, depending on the size of the city, they go across, different independent school boundary lines. So Frisco, of course. It also have McKinney. It also have Allen School. You also have Little Elm School and part of Louisville School. Little Elm School right now ranking is not that great. For the same price, you can get a bigger house. That's 2,311 square foot. Also get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, house. We're going to take a look at #2 on the list, which is Plano. Plano, we all know, has, is very centralized. It's bordering Frisco. It's the headquarters of Toyota and lots of other Fortune 500 companies. It's very centrally located. It's a bigger city. It has 284,000 population, and median household income is 88,000. You have tremendous growth as well. Plano also have different school district. Plano West have, as we see, has the highest ranking public schools. So for 450,000, the median average, sorry, this is the average price in Plano. You can buy a 2,862 square foot house that's built in 1998, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath. This looks like a fairly good house, but it is over 20 years old. Whereas in Plano East, when we're talking about East and West, it's divided by the 75 highway. So freeway, you can see Plano East is the school is less desirable. You can get for the same price, you can get a newer house, much newer house, 2013. It's 15 years newer, and then you can get a 4-bedroom and 3 bath in Plano East. So we do see school, the rating of school does play in the, in the location, quote unquote, is also included where the school district is. Southlake, so all the top schools, public schools in this year, based on the ranking, is in Southlake. Southlake is a much smaller city, as we can see. So in terms of size and also in terms of population, right? So we only projecting 2020, we only look at 30,000, in terms of population. So it's much smaller. It's almost like, 10 times smaller than Plano we just look at. Sorry. Southlake is also much smaller in terms of size, the physical size. So it doesn't really have too much school district. So we take a look at the median average listing price, 1.249 million. This house is actually Southlake have decided that their lot size, start as 0.5 acres. So you're looking at a much bigger house. Of course, it's more expensive per square foot. Is also the highest, $259, almost $260 per square foot. But you do get much bigger houses. This house is almost 5,000 square foot. It's probably on at least a half an acre lot, like I said, because the city decided they're going to build, only bigger houses. So that's that concludes our public school rankings from the niche.com website for 2021. If you have any questions, feel free to ask right now. You can raise your hand or type your question in the chat box. I can also unmute you if you have any questions. Does any parents mind sharing what do you look at when you're considering picking the school for your children? Yeah, our children currently are in Prosper Independent School District. It's a great school. So it's north of 380 if you're not in the area. And I felt so fortunate that they allow in-person classes from the beginning of the school, which I think is a lifesaver for parents who have kids at home. So if you like a copy of our presentation, feel free to email us at office@juolacombs.com. Or if you have any questions, feel free to contact me or our member Gina. We'll be happy to answer any questions. If nobody have questions, we'll end our presentation. And thanks everyone for joining this Zoom seminar. And you have a nice weekend.
Thank you.